Welcome to an exploration of one of the most profound constants in the universe. We often hear about pi in circles, but there is another number, e, approximately 2.718, that governs how everything in our world grows and decays. It is the natural number. But why natural? Because nature doesn't move in steps of 1, 2, or 3. Nature flows. It grows continuously. Today, we will uncover why e is considered the speed limit of the universe and why the natural logarithm is the only one that truly makes sense in the fabric of reality. Let's travel back to 1683. Jacob Bernoulli was studying compound interest. Imagine you have $1 in a bank that gives you 100% interest per year. If it's compounded once at the end of the year, you have $2. But what if they compound it twice? You get 50% after 6 months, then 50% on that new total. You end up with $2.25. If you compound it monthly, you get $2.61. Bernoulli wondered, what happens if we compound every second, every millisecond? As the frequency n goes to infinity, the value doesn't go to infinity. It hits a ceiling. That ceiling is e. Mathematically, e is defined as the limit of 1 plus 1 over n to the n as n approaches infinity. This isn't just about money. It's about the fundamental way growth happens. In nature, a tree doesn't wait until the end of the year to grow its cells. A population of bacteria doesn't wait for a compounding period. They grow every single moment based on how many members are already there. This continuous compounding is the reason e appears in biology, physics, and chemistry. In the world of calculus, e is the fixed point. If you graph the function f of x equals e to the x, something miraculous happens. At any point on the curve, the value of the function, the slope of the tangent line, and even the area under the curve from negative infinity are all equal to each other. If you are traveling at a speed defined by e to the x, your acceleration is also e to the x. It is the only function that is its own derivative. This makes e the most natural base because it simplifies the math of change to its purest form. Why do we call ln of x the natural logarithm? Consider the curve y equals 1 over x. If you try to find the area under this curve using the power rule of integration, you hit a wall. Every other power x to the n integrates to x to the n plus 1 over n plus 1, but for n equals -1, the formula breaks. The missing link that describes the area under the hyperbola is the natural logarithm. The area from 1 to e under 1 over x is exactly 1. This connects geometry to the growth constant in a way no other number can. E is also the bridge between different worlds. Through Euler's identity, e to the I pi plus 1 equals 0, we see the 5 most important constants of mathematics, 0, 1, e, I, and pi, all linked in a single elegant sentence. It shows that exponential growth, e, and rotation, pi, are two sides of the same coin when we enter the complex plane. This identity is used every day in electrical engineering and quantum mechanics to describe waves and oscillations. Finally, let's look at the speed limit. In information theory and thermodynamics, e represents an optimal efficiency. If you are building a computer or a communication network, the most efficient base for representing numbers is actually e, though we use 2 for simplicity. From the cooling of a cup of coffee, Newton's law of cooling, to the decay of radioactive atoms, e is the constant that dictates how fast the universe transitions from one state to another. To conclude, e is not just a random decimal. It is the language of continuous change. It is the signature of a universe that doesn't stop to count, but flows without interruption. Whether it's the shape of a cooling curve or the growth of your investments, e is the hidden hand guiding the progress of time. References: Calculus by James Stewart, The Joy of X by Stephen Strogatz, Visual Complex Analysis by Tristan Yeenam. Thank you for exploring the natural beauty of mathematics with us.